Good morning. It's 6 a.m. and that means we're a quarter of the way through our 24-hour telethon for Give More 24. Thank you so much for all the donations we've received so far and for all the ones that we will receive throughout the day. Now I'm excited to introduce a new project here at Magenta called the Phoenix Project, and it's a reworking of our storytelling series. Classes on storytelling will be taught by Reba Hoffman, and then storytellers will have an opportunity to tell their own story in their own way. Storytelling is a tradition that's been for generations throughout multiple cultures. And now we're going to have the first of four performances by our storytellers. This one will be Keri Shuttleton.
I'm Keri Shuttleton. I am 59 years old. I'll be 60 in a month, but I'm 59 years old. When COVID hit, I had just started venturing out from hibernating. I was hibernating because I'm going through a divorce after a 40-year marriage. One I didn't know I was going to be going through. My husband's having a midlife crisis. And so I had spent about 2.5 years hiding in my bedroom. I had moved here just to babysit my grandchildren, so I didn't know anybody. I still don't really. I mean, I know a few people, but not very many. And I had to heal my wounds, and being disabled, it was hard because I don't work. So I started volunteering at Magenta. When I said I was married for 40 years, I got married at 19 years old, and I had the kind of husband that could fix anything. Anything. Now, that may require 5 trips to Lowe's and a lot of money, but he could fix it. So I never had to do any of that. Now, I helped when it was the fun stuff. I helped painting and wallpapering, and we even built a fireplace together. But I never had to do anything with plumbing or electrical or anything like that. So after being on my own for about 2.5 years, and now we're not even on speaking terms, and the COVID had hit, and I was isolated from my family as well, the plumbing broke in my house. Now, my husband is on a midlife crisis, and that means he quit his job about 2 years ago, and I haven't had any income from him at all. So I've been making ends meet. So there's not a lot of money in the pot right now to fix the plumbing. So even though I had never done anything like that, I got on YouTube. I looked and saw what I needed to do, and I called my daughter. And we hadn't been able to be together for a couple months, and she came over. We shared turns being in the bathroom to try to be safe because I'm high risk being disabled. And but we watched the YouTube a couple times. It took me 2 trips to Lowe's, I admit that, but I saved the parts and I returned them and got my money back. And we fixed that plumbing. That would have been about a $2,000 bill because it was on a holiday weekend. And if not, then who knows what it could have happened. I didn't think we were going to be able to do it, but we did. And we were really proud of ourselves for doing it. The only thing I regret, we forgot to take pictures, so we don't have any of the proof, but we did it.
That was a great story, Keri. I've got a couple of questions. During this difficult time, what do you think has given you comfort and hope to get through it all?
It's tough because I don't have my family. I am high risk, and my daughter is very scared of me contracting the illness. My grandchildren are 6 and 2. His birthday's tomorrow. That's going to be a tough day. I have my dog right now. And I have Facebook. I get to watch what other friends are doing, or sometimes there's some Zoom things. It's tough.
What memory of this time do you think will stick with you the longest?
Isolation.
What do you think is the biggest way your life has changed because of the pandemic?
Well, just that. I was volunteering here as much as I could. I was also took my grandson to his sports 3 or 4 times a week, and I tried to stay active. And this has been really, really, really tough because there is none of that. Bought myself a stationary bicycle, and I have yet to get on it. I built it, though. I built it. That was one thing. Have I yet to get on it? No, I haven't.
What has been your best experience of this time?
Oh, definitely the plumbing. I mean, that was heroic. Especially, it would have been hysterical if we'd had a video camera of us trying to get in and out of the bathroom, and one of us pulling on it, and then the other. It would have been good. It would have been good. That was a good time. I fear. I have a fear coming up, and that's Thanksgiving. Right now, they're talking about. See, the rest of them. My daughter and her in-laws get together all the time. They babysit the kids now. My daughter doesn't want me to get sick, so right now her thought was that I would be okay if I FaceTime with them while they ate. I told her that would be miserable, just miserable. So I fear Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is going to be warm enough. I can go outside. We can go outside and play. Thanksgiving won't be warm enough. I'm sorry.
Keri, you are wonderful. Thank you so much for these stories and these responses. This has been very hard for you, and you're very brave to come here. Thank you.